Diglett, ladies and gents, Pit Swordmaster here, and welcome to another episode of Pitty and Pals React to Death Battle. This time we'll be looking at Ranamamia, otherwise known as Joker from Persona, versus Giorno from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But before we get into the episode, I want to briefly go into my thoughts on the matchup itself. Persona is my favorite franchise of all time. Well, Shin Megami Tensei in general, but especially Persona. There may be other series that have had a greater impact overall on me, but few have stuck with me or resonated with me the way Persona has. Its stories, characters, themes, gameplay, style, soundtrack. Hell, Persona 4 Golden to this day is my favorite game of all time, and Persona 5 is one of the most important games ever to me for more personal reasons. I've been in love with this series for so long and wouldn't be the same person at all without it. So you'd think it finally coming back to Death Battle after 5 years of waiting would leave me nothing short of ecstatic. Right? Here we go. I don't like this matchup. At all. And it sucks because I used to be really into it a couple years back, even having it as my preferred option for both. Not that the bar was very high for Giorno, but that's beside the point. Over time, though, my interest in this matchup just completely vanished, and bad experiences made my opinion quickly turn from disinterest to outright disgust. I don't enjoy the fact I feel that way at all, because for several of my closest friends, this is the most excited they've been for an episode in a long time, and I'm happy that they got their wish with a matchup that means this much to them. I just wish I could share their joy. Persona vs. JoJo is a pairing I've always had my issues with because, well, you know how Pokemon vs. Digimon as a series pairing gets a lot of criticism for how Digimon is just blatantly way more broken than Pokemon? It's that, but even worse. Personas are rarely left with less abilities or tools to work with than the singular gimmicks stands have, and Persona being pretty blatantly cosmic about how many gods that threaten to destruction of the world you kill versus JoJo being lucky to be above city level means both debate and dynamic-wise, it is brutally difficult to find a matchup from the pairing that feels balanced in any way. That's not to say I hate all JoJo Sona matchups, because some like Kira vs. Adachi I do actually enjoy, but even that one isn't immune to all my issues with the pairing. The only way JoJo characters don't get atomized just by existing too long next to a Persona character is if they just have an instant win button for a stand ability. So the debate is always either the Persona character has literally every advantage by a distance so wide you could build a bustling city between it, or the Persona character literally can't win because they have no answer to this one ability. Which isn't fun no matter what the outcome is, and that applies to this matchup as well, but I have a lot more to say on that in a bit. This also affects the dynamic too because of how much more Persona characters have to work with compared to JoJo characters in terms of quantity and effectiveness of their abilities, triply so if it's a wildcard user. Now, to be completely fair, if any JoJo character was going to fight a wildcard user, Giorno was absolutely the best suited to the job. Gold Experience's entire ability revolves around turning things into living creatures, and it has a myriad of other applications too. Problem is, that still doesn't solve the issue of Joker's personas just being blatantly more absurd. Oh cool, you can turn a brick into a snake, I'm sure that'll help against someone that can summon nuclear bombs with the power of God. It's not unworkable, but it just underwhelms me for a Joker matchup when I struggle to see a way that his opponent would really even push him to need to make the most of his arsenal. Especially when a lot of Joker's personas would just invalidate damn near any of Giorno's approach options in a versus animation. I had my worries as well about how much they were really going to take advantage of Joker's versatility with how characters like Ben got handled before, barely making any use of his myriad of options. Not to mention them opting for sprites for this matchup, so they likely would have had to make the assets from scratch instead of using the pre-existing ones to save on resources, but that I'm willing to give some benefit of the doubt on until I see it. But then comes the big thing that completely killed the matchup for me. And honestly, it's not even something to do with the quality of the idea itself. I mentioned earlier that the debate wasn't fun because it was horrendously lopsided no matter who you thought won. Well, there's another reason it's not fun. Persona in versus in general. I'll make this as blunt but quick as possible. Persona has become the most throw shit at the wall to see what sticks series in versus I've seen in ages, with some of the most baffling stats and hacks being thrown around either by completely taking things out of context, taking the most blatantly flowery language imaginable at face value where other series would have just rightly written off as silly flavor text, or so many mental gymnastics that Kasumi would be jealous at, rendering any debate with them a frustrating and unfun mess of people concluding the Persona character stomps everything and everyone. Joker vs. Giorno, from my experience, was the breeding grounds for this, and so much of it was accompanied by outright condescension towards Giorno and anyone who thought Joker didn't have an answer to Requiem, because God forbid you think a Persona character could actually lose a fight. And the thing is, I don't even think Giorno wins! Not because Joker resists Return to Zero or the Death Loop, because he doesn't, but because he just has several ways of ensuring it doesn't get fired off to begin with, thanks to stuff like Almighty Moves bypassing Gold Experience's damage reflection, and the colossal stat gap doesn't help his case either. But it's hard to want Joker to win when his side of the argument feels borderline spiteful towards Giorno. I want to make it as clear as humanly possible. I am speaking strictly from my own experience with the matchup. This is not to throw a blanket over anyone that discusses Persona in this community, and I am well aware from the horror stories that JoJo debaters are just as unreasonable with how hard they glaze the series' characters. And despite my criticism towards the matchup beforehand, at the end of the day, it's not its fault, nor Death Battle's, that this was the experience I had. I feel so strongly about this because Persona means so much to me, and I naturally get defensive when I feel it's not being represented properly. Being a fan of this franchise is miserable enough without any of this. My goal isn't to make anyone feel bad for liking or wanting this matchup, nor for trying to explore Persona in a versus context. I'm just a doofus in this community sharing his thoughts and experiences, much as I wish either one was more positive. So, hopefully, we'll at least get an episode out of this I can get more enjoyment out of. For this video, I got some of my friends together to sit down and watch the episode with me. Will Joker have a wild card up his sleeve, or will Giorno take home the gold? Let's find out. I was just saying, you think Giorno could turn Joker's balls into a pair of sea urchins?
Yes.
Oh, that's so fire.
I think I like Giorno's ability confuses me, because like, would he have to cut the balls off in order to do that?
I mean,
like, if he tries punching the balls and they're still connected, can he do that, or does it immediately go to life shot?
No, I think it goes to life shot so long as the balls are connected to Joker's body. Because there was the whole thing with the Bruno 2.
What if it was called Dead Shot?
Yeah, it's the one thing is like the that one single tooth.
Yeah,
the outlier tooth.
It is infinitely more fun to debate like all the stupid shit Goal Experience could do than it is to debate the matchup itself.
The foreign question.
Because Persona stats make my head hurt.
Persona stats make my soul hurt. 3, 2, 1. Joker's dead body!
This battle
the Joker.
Marvel Snap!
Marvel Snap! Well,
there it is.
Oh, fight's over already.
Her assailant was one of Japan's most prominent
Senator
David Cross.
Damn, Brad, I'll sue.
Spent 10 years in spin-off hell.
Definitely more
spin-off hell.
But his run-ins with corrupt authority figures.
Chalk is crazy. That's a good reference.
That's
insane. A theme. And it wouldn't just be dealing with your garden variety scumbag gym teachers. Ren and his new friends found
Garden variety. He's a pedophile.
The metaverse.
Kamoshida, you're a
belief or even
Hi, Philemon.
Fear directly shapes it.
That's Philemon? I never looked at him before. Never looked at him.
Man, I wouldn't know.
Oh shit.
Hi, Persona 3.
Oh shit.
Hi, Pixie. Hi, Yoshitsune!
Damn it.
Yoshitsune!
Cool.
Oh, Unshaken Will. Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Velvet Room as,
Almighty Skills.
Oh, Will of Rebellion.
they mentioned Velvet Room as part of the arsenal.
Mara!
You just gotta jump there in the middle of the fight? That'd be fucking awesome.
Listen to me, room.
Persona's Joker can still rely on his guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs.
God!
Might not sound like
I'm never an orb.
Summoning actual Satan, but in the metaverse,
Hi, Satan.
Get that bum-ass orb out of here!
Actually works like that.
In the real
It's
world,
so over.
Joker's gun simply
Attack,
because that's how they were perceived.
Oh,
Like how
those are the
personas
cogs of
are
fate.
empowered by the social links Joker possesses with his friends. Yes, in the world of Persona, hanging out with
Hi,
your
Mitsu.
friends makes you stronger.
I know, so.
Hey,
I know,
Hi, Futaba.
Their max
Hi,
social
Futaba.
links
Hi,
keep
Futaba.
the wildcard user back
God.
from the brink of death.
Oh,
Let's go!
no!
Humanity combined.
Damn.
I guess meticulously gardening your friends like a sociopath has its benefits.
Hey, Wiz, have a cold
Thank
one
you,
on.
Death
Oh
Battle
my
Editor.
god.
That's cinema.
Okay, that's cute.
insane.
Okay, higher fun for Wiz is cute.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess there's no point to us hanging out anymore. Later, loser, I'm gonna go do untested.
Okay, that's good. That's really good. Ah, of course.
Why did you have to show that? There was no point.
To eclipse it,
Uh-oh.
I have a
Oh,
cheeseburger.
having stomach problems.
why are you bringing up cosmic stats for your JoJo fight?
This is literally the ending of the game. What the fuck do you expect them to do?
I guess, but Jesus Christ.
Like, I understand the problem, but also, are they supposed to not? Oh, okay, that's a little fucked up. Fuck!
Damn it.
No!
No!
It's over.
I apologize for what I said 5 minutes prior.
Yeah,
No matter how arduous the forces against you may be.
If
So,
the
Giorno
man
was
is
fine.
keeping you down, just call up the Phantom Thieves to put them in their place. They'll never be coming.
Good analysis, but
As far
jump
back as
scare.
he could remember.
A gay
Shy, withdrawn boy on the streets of Naples, Giorno's life
Giorno, I am
changed the
so
day he
sorry for what they're about to do.
In return, he was rewarded with
Unless-
protection from abuse and isolation.
He's gonna clutch this. He's gonna clutch it. Trust me.
Convinced Giorno of Joestar. This technically
Thanks for
makes
giving this
Giorno
plot point more time
random
and effort than the actual series.
the name.
What do you mean? He had a picture of Dio.
Well, he
That's
didn't
very
just
important.
inherit the name, but also
Yeah,
the Joestar
totally,
Bullet's
it's totally
power.
important and
Giorno
totally
possesses
relevant to
a
this character.
stand.
Find a hidden enemy or turn
What if you changed the brick to 11 million crabs?
It would be mad funny if Giorno blitzed and life shot.
I thought I was the only one.
Oh,
who
just like
did
Thor versus Vegeta.
The object Giorno gives life
Yeah.
to be a part of a greater whole.
For 20 straight
Please
seconds.
let there be a seven-page Muda.
Especially
I'm
when you're hitting
begging.
as hard as Gold
Killing
Experience.
blow, come on, baby.
According to the JoJo Veller artwork
Yeah,
written by the
you get it.
mangaka himself,
Uh-oh.
Gold
Alright.
Experience has a speed rating of A, putting him in the same league as stands like Star Platinum and Silver Chariot, which are
Okay, that's
faster
mad funny.
And although his strength stat is only a C, he can still shatter cars like glass and keep up with ace strength stands like Sticky Fingers. Perfect for a merciless stand rush that lasts 7
There it is.
pages long.
Yeah,
He
baby!
must be
7
so
page,
proud.
baby.
Gold Experience had his
Devil, just like Jesus, whose full biblical name is Yeshua or Joshua.
It's what?
Oh, no.
Diavolo's goal
Oh
was
my
to get
God.
his hands on a
That was a
It's
fucking
So
jump
cinema.
scare.
That is so cinema.
It's over.
It's
It's fire. That's fire.
Joker,
Stand
you had a
out.
good run.
Gold Experience Requiem.
Requiem stands change the rules.
And here we are.
It's almost like they elevate your stand beyond the need for combat. Gold Experience Requiem can, in short, negate any action taken against it and return it to a state of 0, shifting reality back to square one.
Let's say I woke up this morning, got myself a gun, and fired it at Giorno with
Yo,
Gold
was that Marv
Experience
from Home
Requiem.
Alone?
No matter how accurate I am, the shot will always miss because I never fired my gun.
That is returned to 0. And also a horrific example of gun safety. This applies to any attack made
Damn.
against Requiem, including from Diavolo's stand King Crimson, which can infamously skip time, erasing the universe for 10 seconds. And Requiem negated that.
It
That's a weird
was
fucking way of
being
explaining
erased
it.
while
Yeah.
time was already
It's
erased,
not
which meant there was
technically
no
wrong.
time to
Fucking
erase
universal
time.
Giorno.
Universal King Crimson is not what I expected to hear today.
That's right,
Oh.
Boomstick. Requiem's ability acts independently of time itself. Sound crazy? Well, Requiem can counter the stand made in heaven.
Oh no!
Oh, dear
No,
God.
it's not Rise of Heaven!
So that kind of
Oh.
range of Requiem's ability is actually consistent.
Who would fight Rise of
You know,
Heaven?
you know, they're giving Giorno a lot of credit here. Maybe you'll question.
Even your
Oh,
death.
No, he's not gonna fucking clutch it.
After pummeling
No,
Diavolo,
let's
Requiem
wait.
prevented him from dying, forcing him to relive the experience of being killed over
Yup,
and
yup, yup.
over in a
Contact,
series
contact
of
that
Diablo
one.
never-ending
death count.
alternate universes.
Diablo death count.
Eternity.
Just when you thought you were out, Requiem pulls you back in. The second
That's a good one.
Run.
That's a good fucking
Giorno
joke.
took control of Passione and turned it into the peacekeeping.
We are actually
social
calling Diavolo
organization he
Universal.
always
That is-
dreamed about.
With its
So
streets
fun.
free of drugs,
Oh.
enemies, you
Yeah.
could rest
Giovanni
easy.
Bros?
Their
That's not right.
could be carried into the
Oh,
future
but if
on a
they actually
golden
bring
winged
Giovanni
Vento
into
Oreo.
Death Battle based on their own logic.
Pinto Oreo.
Oh.
Like
You
your face.
gotta play that
Marvel Snap.
What did I
Marvel
just
Snap.
witness? What did I just
Oh,
witness,
that's a
man?
Joker to Marvel Snap.
Yeah, that one. The card
Fire.
collecting game.
You-
It's
you
more
win.
than that.
Fucking
Marvel's
Universal
fast-paced
Giorno.
dueling card
That
game,
is-
like
Universal King Crimson specifically. Fucking Diavolo.
Also,
Fucking Rise of Heaven jump scare. Oh, hey, they spelt it right this time.
We fixed it!
Good job,
Never
Pitty.
see it coming.
Epic practice.
Checkmate.
Base. Awesome. Oh.
The sound effect.
Oh!
Oh, that's
The
clever.
Oh, okay.
Giorno, what are you doing?
Bro, Giorno.
Okay, that's
Not the
awesome.
All-Star Battle
Okay.
combos.
Okay, that's cool.
Alice!
Ooh, nice.
Time for me!
Is he just using all the curse skills?
Yeah.
That's kind of sick.
Oh god.
Oh,
That's it!
that is
That's
really
insane.
cool.
Mobility stuff! Oh my god!
Oh, is it gonna turn into like a snake or something? Yes!
Yep.
Yeah! Uh-oh.
Damn. The bees.
Yeah. Giorno was so cooked.
Life. I've got to nullify that.
Jack Frost! Icy!
Yeah!
Oh, baby. Oh, there's the arrow.
Yeah, Giorno
That's a
lost.
nice set. Oh, that's raw!
Giorno lost.
Icy!
Now, hold on.
What? Oh,
Oh, he lost.
He's Requiem.
Come on, just break outside and I'll already get it over with.
That's raw!
Oh. Oh, they're at the mask. They're at the mask.
Won't allow it, Joker!
Oh, no way!
Holy shit!
I can't see.
Okay, that's kind of raw.
Yes! That's all I wanted!
Okay.
That's the one thing I wanted! Let's go!
Okay, I can't be mad at that. That's actually pretty raw.
Revert.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep, he's gone.
Raw!
Come on.
The show's over.
Stand
Hero treasures, yeah!
I'd be more mad, but okay, that was really good.
This was an absolutely fascinating matchup.
Oh man, Goku versus Superman, you got competition. Oh no.
Oh, they're bringing this back.
Sure, Joker
Bro, what?
but Joker and his
Giorno!
personas were millions of times faster and could take on Universe Busters.
And there was no doubt Joker could see Giorno's stand, considering he could spot similar beings like shadows.
Add in the versatility of Joker's hundreds
Shadows
of
can't be seen
personas,
normally, what?
And Giorno could get quickly overwhelmed.
He has third eye. And also,
I mean, yeah, but the shadows are the weird, like-
With its ability
Shadows
to
are just a weird argument, just like normal people can see those fine.
Even ones that Phantom Thieves face Maruki. The group couldn't resist the reality warping effects of his powers. He even had an ability that nullified actions against him, similar to Gold Experience Requiem.
Okay, this is actually the coolest way of doing this.
While Requiem
Yeah?
can reduce your willpower to 0, Joker's social links were able to recharge him.
And finally, we have
No
Joker's
shot.
Almighty attacks, which could bypass
Not-
reality warping defenses like the
There it
Omnipotent Orb.
Okay.
The perfect counter for Requiem.
And this is actually backed up in JoJo.
Yeah,
While Requiem
I'm
only has
completely
one
okay with
appearance
this.
in the manga, it did show
Yeah.
up in the game Eyes of Heaven.
There, it faced off against
No
the world
shot!
over-
No!
It had the right reality to overpower any attack, including
That's
Requiem's
so
return to
mean!
zero.
No!
That meant an almighty attack that can bypass
Gold Experience Requiem! They did the thing!
giving Joker the option he needed to land a killing blow against.
I'm at least just
Requiem's
happy that they brought up like the one thing that actually made me think Joker should win.
Ruined his own son's
Yeah.
death battle.
Giorno was
That was the argument I've been using for years now.
Yeah, because it's the only good argument, I'm gonna be frank.
Giorno missed
Yeah.
his golden opportunity
Anyways.
and had a shell of a time.
Give us Bowser vs. Eggman, we know it's next.
Eggman.
Giorno missed his
Hold on,
golden
next time.
opportunity and he had a shell of a time.
The winner is Joker.
Next time on Death Battle.
Bowser.
Yep!
Yep,
Yep.
yep. Oh,
There it
man.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Time for one of the most fun way pieces of life! Oh, that looks so cool!
To see more
Oh.
Death Battle.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
That's gonna be cinema.
Time to give our thoughts then. So, what are we thinking?
Cinema.
Oh, I need. Okay, so
Okay.
initial impressions. Initial impressions. I wish that Giorno analysis focused more on the whole themes of fate in part 5. That's like the big thing I wanted, and they didn't focus on it a lot, which is unfortunate. Overall, the analyses were fine. I thought they were handled pretty well. I fucking adore that fight. It did everything I wanted.
Yeah. There's definitely stuff that they could have gone over more. Although, in Joker's case, I feel like it's a bit understandable considering it's like 200 hours of fucking stuff to cover.
Yeah, that's a long fucking game.
Yeah.
And that's also including strikers.
Okay. And I guess if I were to nitpick a bit, I do wish they used more than just 3 types of skills for Joker, but
yeah, that's
I mean, they still made it look cool, so I'll give it a pass.
Plus, they need to hold the argument that GR would counter most of them.
Yeah. I do think it would be really cool if we got Yoshitsune. That was like, maybe
absolutely.
for a Yu Narukami episode.
Like, I
think
definitely,
including Alice is cool.
Yeah, I definitely think Yoshitsune against like all the fucking trees being sprouted would have gone hard.
I think it would have gone hard, but also their gold experience trees. I think Joker would fucking die.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think that like Satnile being in 3D looked really fucking cool. Just how they blended the styles together.
Well, the shot of the Deathloop being the interrogation is an idea that I had for this matchup for a long time now. I thought that would be the coolest way of handling the Deathloop.
I'm genuinely surprised.
And they did it, and I'm like, yes.
I'm genuinely surprised I never heard that before, but no, that is kind of perfect, especially since like, it's kind of memed on, but that's kind of a big thing in Persona 5 with how like, Joker's recounting like all of his social links during the investigation, interrogation.
Especially with the whole idea of him just completely breaking out of it. It makes it much more poetic.
Oh, absolutely,
I mentioned it like when the episode was revealed. That was an idea that I started talking about very recently, but I am so happy the Velvet Room Butterfly was there for the breaking Deathloop. That's like the one thing I wanted.
I will say, it's also kind of poetic as well in a sense of like, the whole thing with Return to Zero basically being you cannot escape like your fate of just getting so close to killing me and not getting there. And then, the social links help Joker break fate in the end.
Yeah, like, I think thematically, the duality of how both series handle fate is a very cool thing that I like about this matchup. They handled it well in the fight.
Oh, absolutely,
which I think is very, very, very good. So, is this my favorite Sprite fight? I need to think about this. The bias is crazy.
Give me a sec.
I didn't want to be a negative answer. My expectations were not high at all for this, but I am very pleasantly surprised with this episode. Especially after the 3 weeks of especially after the 3 weeks of absolute torment that this fucking wait period was.
I am so glad Joker was not immeasurable. I am so glad Requiem actually knowed some shit.
Yeah.
I could not be fucking happier with that post-analysis. Oh my god.
I need to check the black boxes again, but I'll do that in a bit.
On the airport.
Also, Chris, you finally have to watch Steven Universe.
They used exactly 4. I win.
Because Arsene, Atlas, Jack Frost, and Satin Isle.
I can watch Steven Universe. I broke the chains of fate.
It's literally the image of the guy breaking the chains.
The cycle is broken.
Anyway, and also Requiem for a Thief. That just that just sounded like exactly like a Persona track.
Playlist now.
Yeah, same.
Oh, and also goes without saying, Bowser the Eggman. As hell.
Yeah.
Y'all are not ready. That's all I'm saying. Y'all are not ready.
I cannot fucking wait for. I can't wait for both the episode to drop and that reaction.
You guys are not mentally prepared.
I am.
Anyways,
you might be.
Is there anything else we want to say then before we wrap up?
We need to do the introductions.
The introductions in question.
We don't need introductions.
That is true. No introductions.
I got the joke I wanted to say.
What joke did you want to say?
I mean, it can only work with introduction.
That is fair.
Okay, I have something else to say. Stream Chromacopia. Tyler, the creator, is an amazing singer.
One last thing. Watch Mission, Yozakura family.
One more.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a good day.
The Anime Square never happened.
Bye.
Oh my god.
Pussy.
Pussy.
Dick.
Well, looks like the audio's working at least.